Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Boy, I didn't go to bed till 6 in the morning, so I'm going on like a couple hours sleep. Had a really good day yesterday from a standpoint of being productive. But I wanted to share a video because one of my good friends, Stephan, last night at the D-Row Foundation charity event last night, the first annual gala that my brother D-Row threw. My boy Stephan said something to me at the table when I had a break from playing the music, and he said he thought me sharing some of the information and experiences of it, which I've been going through, has helped a lot of people, and I should do more and share more. So I think what I was trying to do was just share one part of what I've been going through, and I think I'm going to help a lot of people sharing what I'm going to share now. I'm coming up on the 50 years old in a few months, and I obviously want to see 50 years old. But I did get a scare, and I'm totally responsible for this scare. Back on December 30th, so a couple days before New Year's, my whole family was coming down with, cold-like symptoms, flu-like symptoms. And generally it passes through the family. So my kids were really sick. My wife was really sick. And then it eventually hit me. And, I was just going through the motions thinking, okay, well, I'm now dealing with this sickness. So this, I've got all the crazy symptoms, but the one that I had that I've never had was I was coughing, and I was coughing all night, to the point where I felt like I was working my abs out. My abs were so sore the next morning. I had my chest was feeling sore, so I chalked it up as being that I coughed so hard that that's what caused all the pain. So the next morning when I got up, that's what I was feeling, that pain. I was feeling very tired, and we had to meet up with some friends for brunch that were from out of town. We went and met with them, and during the brunch, normal morning, as we left, I had the kids with me and my wife, and I got in the vehicle, and I said to my wife, I said, something's wrong. I'm not feeling right. So I reached out to my doctor, who obviously wasn't working, and he had suggested that I probably just should go to the emergency. So I went to the emergency, East General Hospital, with my family, thinking we would just, make a quick stop there, get checked out, make sure everything is all right. Ended up being a whole day. I was there for one day, all day, with the kids. My wife was amazing because, we were there, and it just kind of from one test to the next test. But what we come to find out was the chest pains I was feeling, the coughing that I had, basically caused me to have a mild heart attack in my sleep, most likely. And probably the best thing that could have happened was I listened to my body, and we went and got it checked out, and right away they were, they did more tests and got that under control. I had to go on some medication because my blood pressure was very high. So it was a very big wake-up call, because probably since we got rid of our nanny, because our kids really don't need a nanny anymore, last June, from June till now, I slacked off. I wasn't working out as much anymore. I wasn't really watching 100% what I was eating. We're still pretty good, but when you stay strict for so long and then you come off, your body's going to rebound, and your body's probably going to reject what you are giving it. So I guess with the neglect, I brought this on myself. So it was a big wake-up call, and instantly, because I'm a cold turkey kind of guy, I can stop doing something. I don't have to kind of gradually go into it. So right away, I contacted Granville, who's had a lot of success with me in the past over at the Athletic Leaders. And I said, I'm coming in. I'll see you on Monday, and let's get to it. I got to drop some weight as per my doctor's recommendations. So I started the workout. That went into doing some more extensive testing just to see now. So, I usually do my physical every year around May. So we decided, let's go ahead and just do it now, since I'm doing with all this. So in the process of getting my blood work done, my blood work came back, and my blood work was off. And it caused concern with my doctor. And basically had me do more tests to what I shared last week happened, where from that one incident, it opened my eyes, and it brought attention to something that I probably wouldn't have checked, which I have been getting my colon checked since I turned 40, the colonoscopy. I always say that word wrong, my English ain't the greatest, but you know what I'm talking about. But I did do one when I was 40. I did one when I was 44. I did one about 3 years ago after that, so when I was 47, and I said I'll do one when I'm 50. So my doctor said, because your blood work is off, it generally is a sign of cancer. And, obviously, it doesn't run in my family, but it brings a big concern up. And I was scared. So we started doing all these tests. So the first one was, let's go get my colon checked. So we did the colon check, and come to find out that I had 2 polyps. So if you don't know what a polyp is, basically it grows on your colon. It looks like a little cyst or pimple, and eventually that's what turns cancerous, and is usually it's the start of cancer, and it usually hits the liver and lungs first. But it's something that's very preventable. It's such an easy cure as long as you're on top of it and you catch it early. In this case, we caught it very early, and they're able to remove it right during the same procedure. So I had it removed. I feel they say that it's gone. It's not there. I actually just did a biopsy, just as precaution, just to be safe, and just make sure my health is good. But with a polyps, whatever they call it, if you let them sit and they become cancerous, it takes 5 to 10 years before that even happens, and that's the problem. A lot of males, as I put in one of my posts that Steph was talking about, everyone's manly and this and that. They don't want nobody touching them on their backside. But if you leave it unattended, you don't check it, and it turns cancerous, it's usually too late. That's when it starts spreading to the rest of your body. And it's usually that's when you're dealing with a lot more serious issues. So again, I'm going to share this with my male friends and female friends who are like me. That it's where I'm coming up onto 50 years old this year, and life's been amazing for me. I got a beautiful family. My kids, my daughter, my son, they come first. My wife, my mom. So go get checked out, friends. Don't play manly man. Make the appointment. Call your doctor tomorrow. And when you're doing your physical, have yourself checked out. It's so preventable. It took not even 15 minutes to remove those polyps. So please take my advice. Get yourself checked out, man. We all got to live for another 50, and enjoy each other and love each other, and share experiences like this. Maybe if I help one person, Steph's probably, Stephan Boston is my oldest friend. We go back to, I think we're 8, 9, 10 years old. So for him to tell me that last night, it made me feel good to know that he goes, hey man, you're helping people. So if I can help one more person, man, go do it. Life, we have our ups and downs. And it's funny, I always say this, people always judge, with social media, Instagram and Facebook, which, people think I'm on it a lot, but if you actually pay attention, I don't really spend that much time on there. It's usually in spurts. It's normally when I'm taking a dump or something like that. I'm sitting there and I do multiple posts. But you're not going to see me on there every hour for the day. That's just not me. But again, social media, it's a certain perception people see. Myself included, I guess, because, we generally only share the good times, right? We don't talk about the bad times. We don't talk about the bad hour in a day that you had. And, with me personally, been going through some stuff, but that's part of life. And, I've never been one to try and put it out there publicly. But, when I hear a friend like Stephan say, man, share your story, because people always judge a book by what they're seeing, but they don't really know what's inside that book until they open up and read it. So I'm helping you read my book. Use me as an example. Mentally, man, I've probably been mentally challenged the strongest in this last couple months between my health, some business ventures that didn't go my way, and it's okay because see, in business as an entrepreneur, we're gonna get knocked down. It's not the first time I've been knocked down, but it was the timing of it this time, and then my health. So the mental stress. I won't say physical stress because the one great thing that I've shared with a lot of my friends, when you get on a regular workout program, for some reason, I don't know what it is. I've always said it's always been, it's kind of like a luck thing, a fluke thing. But something about when you get in the gym and you're on a regular program 3-4 times a week, it makes everything else better. And I think it's because your mind is thinking in a positive way. You physically feel good. Your energy level is up. So physically, I'm going to say, even though what I've been going through, I don't really like doctors. I don't like the poke, as many tattoos as I have and needles I have through tattoos. I hate needles. And the amount of needles I've been having and this thing and that thing happening and spending all the time in those hospitals, seeing all those people. And it's not positive feeling, but mentally, got to deal with it. So, don't judge a book by its cover. I told all my friends last night, after D-Rose event, my late night table crew got together and at an after party at the clubhouse because D-Ro wanted to still hang out. He was still on a high from his event. And I said this to everybody when we were getting ready to leave. Well, actually, I was the first one to leave. I was tired. It was a long day yesterday, and we're up till like 5:30 in the morning over there. And those guys, some of them, and I'm sometimes that guy, we wanted to keep going, but I said, man, I'm throwing in the towel. I want to go in. I'm tired. But I said, another thing we got to start doing, especially men. I don't know why men find it hard to tell another man that you love him, but let's look around. I've been blessed. My last dealing with death, Doran Major, when he passed, one of the best things he was doing, and I guess because he knew what the faith he was going to be dealing with. Every time we saw him and we visited with him, it was always, man, I love you, brother. And it can be, you can just say it or you can mean it. So I'm going to say you should say it and mean it, and tell your friends, man, every time you see him, you love him. Please, my friends, go see your doctors, man. Make that appointment tomorrow. Get your physicals, my man. Go do the test, man. Go get that test done. Let's all be cancer free. Let's be the ones that hit it before it hits you. All right, man. I love you guys. Have a great day.